Was 17th century medicine just weird? To modernise, lots of early modern remedies appear to make absolutely no sense at all. It's full of strange and sometimes horrible sounding ingredients. Some of the substances used are literally deadly, others would make you feel worse, and some are just downright baffling. For just a few examples from the many, diarrhea remedies included frying cobwebs in a skillet pan and applying them to the navel, or taking a drink concocted of a stag's penis. If you were constipated, on the other hand, one suggestion would be to squat over a bucket of boiling hot milk for as long as you can bear it until things finally start to move. One very common form of treatment, which seems very odd to modernise, is that of what were called evacuative medicines. So these are medicines that are designed specifically to either make you very sick or to make you sprint to the toilet to copiously and noisily empty your bowels. There are other forms of this, for example, the mustard plaster or hot glasses applied to the skin to make blisters form, and even, of course, one of the most famous forms, which is that of bloodletting. I'm often asked what is one of my very favourite early modern remedies, and it's this one called the oil of swallows, which was used to treat what were called shrunken sinews or withered limbs. So preparing this would have been quite an ordeal and quite complicated. It required at least 20 swallows to be caught alive, probably in a net, and put also alive into an earthenware pot, at which point they would be baked into a powder. Various other substances and oils would be added, and then the final stage of the process was to bury the pot in the hottest dunghill that you could find for a couple of weeks, after which it would be ready to use. So far, so weird. In order to properly understand why early modern medicine actually does make a lot of sense, though, we need to put ourselves back in the shoes of our ancestors. Early modern medicine is based on the idea that the body consisted of 4 humours, and that illness resulted when those humours somehow went out of balance. Sickness, disease is seen as something that needs to be driven out of your body, violently if necessary, and quickly. So bloodletting, for example, and purging and vomiting are all ways that you can get rid of corrupted humours that are in your system and restore balance to the body. It's also very important to understand that early modern people believed that many kinds of different substances, animal, vegetable, mineral, had medical properties and could be useful in treating sickness. Remedies that were made from animals or animal products, for example, were considered to be particularly important because they contained vital spirits from the animal when it had been alive that could restore the patient to health. Lots of healing plants were quickly and easily available in the neighbourhood and even in people's gardens, and they're shared freely along with remedies amongst friends and family. So while they might appear strange to modern eyes, it's important to realise that early modern people understood their bodies to work in a completely different way to that which we do. And once we understand that and see the context of these remedies, they actually do make perfect sense.